Hi everybody, this is Princess Shell, and today what we're going to be talking about is mental health. So if you guys are really intrigued about this topic or just want to hear me out about mental health, specifically abroad, go ahead and continue to watch this video. If you haven't yet, went ahead and subscribe and like this video. Please go ahead and do that for me. And also remember to hit that notification bell as well. Other than that, let's get straight into the video. Hey guys, so I don't think I actually said welcome to my new subscribers. So if you are a person that has been watching my content and actually decided to become a family member of mine, thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time ever watching any of my content at all, thank you so much for tuning in. So what I really wanted to do today is talk about mental health living abroad. I feel like this topic has not been talked about, not all the way. You know, I feel like most people talk about it but don't really talk about it in depth. And I hope that I share some light about mental health and what we can do or what I have been doing with my mental health since moving here to Merida, Mexico. So let's get into the topic of mental health. So, mental health. The definition of mental health is a person's condition with regard to their psychological and emotional well-being, right? So, my whole thing is with mental health, I am a big believer that although you have moved abroad, that does not mean that your mental health altogether is going to stop. I'm a big believer that you must actually get some kind of help, whether it is speaking to somebody that you feel like is not going to be biased, or it also can be a person that is a certified psychiatrist, counselor that is going to make sure to meet your needs. One thing for me was, you know, in a couple of years ago, if many of you guys haven't watched any of my content, I was battling a lot of depressing situations, and I did not know how to handle depression altogether. Depression wasn't really something that was talked about inside my family, and it was something I feel like a lot of people shun in a way because it made you look weak. And I really want to always be authentic about mental health altogether because it's something that I'm still battling. There are days where I have my up days and there's days where I have my down days. And although Merida is a beautiful place and I always love it and I always have, I could talk about it all day long, there are days that I just don't feel good. And I really want to let you guys know, like, this is something that you really need to take care of, and you really will need to make sure that you are okay. And when I say you are okay, that means making sure that you are taking care of you. I know that, you know, on my platform, I talk about being a single mom, and I also talk about just being a single parent. And you know, the two are both the same, but I also want to make sure that our males out there that are single parents also make sure that their mental health is taken care of as well. We go in life where we are told that we need to be this way. We are told that we have to work this 9-to-5 job. We are accumulating debt. We are working so hard to get that master degrees, that bachelor degrees, you know, that PhD. And one thing we fail to do is take care of ourselves. We are so good of giving than receiving. And one thing I want you guys to do is learn how to take a time for yourself. Take time from your kids. Take time out, you know, from being with your significant other, and actually just take time for you altogether, because it can cause a huge issue with your mental health. And I would hate for you guys to do any of that. I would hate for you guys to not really take time for yourself and regret it. So, what am I doing for my mental health? One thing I'm doing for my mental health is I'm learning how to tell people no.
No. I said no. You can kill all that right now. Like at this moment, stop.
I'm learning how to tell people no because I am a yes man. I am a person, I'm a people pleaser. I always want to make the other person feel good about themselves, but later on I realized that I'm not happy myself. And that is nothing against the other person because it's me. I feel like I think too quick and I'm always like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it when I know that I really don't want to do it. So one thing I'm doing is saying no. When I really don't want to do something, I say no. The other thing is getting out. One thing with depression is, of course, if anybody have battled it or still battling it, is getting out of your bed, getting out the house. I am a homebody, so I can stay in my bed all day long and watch TV, and that is one of your bad habits, like altogether. You'll probably say, oh, well, I'm tired or I'm trying to relax, and you'll try to find all those excuses, but sometimes it is one of the key things of your depression. And it's also good to just go out and get some fresh air. Just even if you don't want to interact with people, it's also good to just go out there, be with nature altogether, you know, get some ice cream, get some tea, just get out there and just live a little, because sometimes being in the house is already depressing already, right? So one thing you guys are going to see is next week is I was able to hire a personal trainer, so she will be helping me 3 times out of the week to get physically fit and mentally there, right? And so I am putting more time into my health because I do know at the age of 31 I want to be healthy, and I do want to be here when my kids get older. I want to be here for my grandchildren, not anytime soon, but I would like to be here with my children grow older, and I would like to be able to hang out with them when they get older. So that's one thing for me, is being in good health. And I do know, you know, not being healthy can also play a significant thing onto your, you know, depression altogether. So I just feel like that is one of the things I do. But lastly, what I'm starting to do is I'm also trying to find activities for myself. So battling depression, I felt like I was in this doom and gloom. And one of the things that I was always in doom and gloomy is because I was working a job that I hated. And we all know that we worked a company that we hated. If you haven't watched my last video, go ahead and I will put it on top of the screen. But it was me talking about me quitting my job, and it was my last day, and I had the most huge anxiety. I mean, anxiety was just like so crazy now, and I'm not a person that experiences anxiety, but I'm gonna tell you, I have never been so scared to tell somebody that, hey, I no longer want to work for your company anymore. So I really would say go ahead and look at that video. I feel like it was very interesting. But I really would say, working at my job, I was just very depressed. I was so depressed. One thing I promised myself, even though I am a freelancer, I always tell myself that I am always going to do things that I love doing. I'm going to do things that I like doing. I'm not going to go ahead and start working somewhere because I'm desperate or I need to get money real fast. I don't ever want to put myself in that situation where I have to go ahead and sacrifice my happiness because I have to do something that I really don't want to do. Now, this is not saying like, you know, if you really have to go ahead and pay your bills, you got to do what you got to do. But I realized for me, I wasn't happy, and I have so much skills and I have so much talent. And so now I am doing things that I'm really happy about. I have no regrets at all, and I really would tell you guys to start doing things that you want to do. If it's a job that you know that you really don't care about, do not stay at that job just because of the amount. I was making more money working with my corporate job as a, as opposed to my freelance work that I do. However, I can tell you that I'm completely happy. I'm able to go ahead and look at different projects and have downtimes for different activities. And I'm also able to make good content like I'm making right now for you guys. So I would tell you is do things that you're passionate about. Your mental health matter. You matter. You come first and you have to put yourself first. One thing I will always tell people is to live your life. Stop letting other people write your life for you. You are your author, you are your narrator. You have to choose what makes you happy. Despite how anybody else might have feel about your decisions or the way that you live, you have to decide who makes whom happy, and you should be the person that makes you happy. Other than that, guys, like I mentioned before, I am going to try to find somebody that we can go more in this topic about mental health. But I hope that this video, just from my output, me not being a certified doctor or anything, not even a psychiatrist, I hope this video uplifts you guys to make yourself come first, in life altogether. And if this is a video that you feel like maybe would be good for a friend or a family, go ahead and share this video. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe to this video and hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my next videos. Other than that, guys, I hope that you have a wonderful day. Please be safe, and remember, you deserve to be happy. I will see you guys later. Bye.